Hello. Back pretty quickly again, actually, with another Hammer video. This one is a new map that I've started after Places from Film, which is out officially. I keep forgetting to actually record a video walking through that. That'll probably come sometime later in the week or sometime next week. But you can go grab it on Steam, the workshop, right now. People seem to like it quite a bit. I'm incredibly humbled and shocked. To say the least. My God. But I've decided to just jump right in with a new one here called Afterhours. This one's going to focus mostly on photography that I take, obviously, in the evening. I have a relative penchant for taking pictures of businesses after they close. I don't know. I find it quite interesting seeing the places empty, darkened, on emergency lighting only, that sort of thing. So I've got quite a few examples, and I've slowly been congealing them into another map design, kind of similar to Places from Film, but so far I'd say I'm definitely doing a little bit better on scale, which is great. So right now, I've already started this map a little bit ago. I had actually started it with a shot that I took inside of some random older building in Royal Oak that has this really eerie red-orange light illuminating this little tiny cramped entryway with a stairway and then an ancient old little thin elevator. This building here is some sort of travel agency that's not too far from me. I really love to photograph this place, though, because they've got the fucking coolest little neon palm tree in their windows. Actually, they have two very elaborate custom neon signs that absolutely light up the entire inside in a nice bright neon red and green. So obviously I haven't actually gone to the actual effort yet of modeling the neon signs, but that is actually something that I am going to attempt to do with this one. I think this map is going to be my testing of custom modeling and things like that, because I've got quite a few neon signs from a lot of my photography that I really want to work into this. And I think I can probably get there. It seems an attainable enough goal. So far, this is pretty much just experimenting, especially what I'm working on now, which is going to be another seamless, quote-unquote, heavy, quote-unquote, teleport. This is going to happen actually between the two ends of this much larger, more detailed street you can actually step out into. The idea being you'll see the decorative, purely like behind locked doors kind of road, and then you'll walk along a little bit, and you'll actually be in, like, instead of a little Half-Life diorama kind of faux scene of a road, you'll actually have a real road that you can walk down. And this one, of course, abuses my usual seamless teleport kind of setup where you've just got 3 things. You got a teleport, you got a landmark in the middle of the teleport, and you got a target somewhere like maybe twice the distance of the teleport brush width away from it. And then at the other point, you copy and paste all the geometry and you flip the spots of the trigger and landmark and the target. And that's it. And it works perfectly and actually looks pretty goddamn good. That's actually what I'm going to work on implementing here. It takes quite some time because I had to build up an entire side and then some of the road, more or less, and then that gets copy and pasted over to the other side, and then I fill in the blank gaps and that sort of thing. Some of these are just kind of low poly, low effort, low detail buildings, not really meant to be looked at too much, and then some of them that are particularly well lit or have interesting geometry, those actually have something to them. Those are also, in this case, all actual kind of representations from my snapshots of various buildings that I like to photograph later at night. They really, really fit into that After Hours aesthetic, I think. At this point, I go ahead and select everything that I want to copy over. This is going to be pretty much everything that's in sight, including the road and everything else, just to make sure that nothing in the local area where the player is, where they get teleported, that has to stay the exact same texture-wise. Otherwise, it is very, very apparent. With that all copied over, now I can go ahead and start filling in the gap between where we are now and the spot where we started. So I wanted to make sure that this side of the map was a bit more detailed now. Pretty much at the moment it's a void between where we just copy-pasted and the start of that area that we just copy-pasted from. So I decided to go ahead and grab a shot from Royal Oak, some random spot downtown, towards the south side, near the train tracks. I was walking home from a restaurant, I think, or something like that, and I happened to pass this, looked up, saw some sort of break room. It looked like illuminated in this really weird greenish light, so I thought that would be pretty striking for here. So as for another bit of detail on this side, I went ahead and added this little brick building I typically park behind whenever I want to get some shots of this particular late night diner on Woodward. There's a few spots around here that have some pretty ridiculously nice looking neon and some really good signs. So it's a typical haunt of mine. Not to mention it's also incredibly simple to put together. This thing is a literal rectangle. There is not much going on with this thing. At this point, it's pretty much just down to adding details and cleaning up edges and things like that. So I go ahead and do that, and at the end of all this, we'll take a little look at how this road looks when you run through. I'm pretty impressed, actually. The seamless teleport on this one, for how massive of a teleport it is. It's, I think, thousands of hammer units between these 2 points. It actually is pretty smooth, all things considered. So, well, thank you very much for watching this. I should have a little bit more info about this sometime in the future. At the moment, it's incredibly small. You can see by the hammer editor. We're nowhere near the insano levels of places from film. That map was dense. This one, I'm trying to maybe not make quite as dense. It got pretty fucking irritating towards the end. So, anyways, thanks for watching. Hopefully I'll have more of this soon, and stay tuned. I don't know. This thing should be out pretty soon. I don't think it's going to take me a year. Peace out.